Welcome to our Artefact Talks program.
Thank you so much for connecting with us today. If you do know this land acknowledgement statement, you can go ahead and say it with me. So we acknowledge our Treaty 7 friends,
the Blackfoot nations of the Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani that meet at Elbows Bend.
So what happens if we were to draw a line after the I am? It creates two new words. I'm possible.
Unfortunately, it was even said by the owner of the Toronto Maple Leafs at the time that he would, quote, give $10,000 to any man that could turn Carnegie white, unquote.
Why do you think these conversations about racism are so important? How many did you get in this time?
5. 2. 40.
Awesome. Wow, you even calculated the shooting percentage, right? What about some of your other shooting percentages? Like, what is 5 out of 5?
100.
Awesome.
One, 2, 3. Yeah, just like that. And so the speed skating stride is to the side.
So what we're going to do for this artifact is just tell me a couple of your first impressions. What colors do you see? Do you see any fun symbols? Are there any logos?
It has the number 39.
It has the number 39, right? Because it's a racing bib, so it's helping show what athlete was out there. When you have so many pink vests, it's important to be able to differentiate between the athletes. Awesome.
After she won both of her matches, they deemed her a warrior, overcoming gender barriers, and gifted her this helmet.
So yes, women's rowing became an official Olympic Games event in 1976, whereas men's rowing had already been part of the Olympic Games for 3/4 of a century, as it became an official event in 1900.
I think it's also important to reframe the discussion around current social events.
What type of flowers do we think are on the kabuto?
Sakura, cherry blossom.
The sakura or the cherry blossom. Good job, Noor.
What sport did Dr. Kirby go to the Olympic Games for? Rowing, right.
I'm Evie. I'm in grade 4, and my favorite part of the program was the trivia. My name is Rosie, and I'm in grade 4, and my favorite part of the program was throwing the paper balls into the bucket.
The students loved seeing the artifacts and hearing the Hall of Famers' stories. They mostly liked that it was so interactive and they were engaged the entire presentation. They shared that their favorite part was the quiz at the end with the sports lingo, touchdown, goal.
I thought the discussion about racism in sport linked well to current events. It gave students a different perspective of racism.
This sort of presentation can be easily tied into many areas of the curriculum. Individual teachers can make their own curricular connections through pre- and post-work. To book your free program, visit our Artefact Talks page at beyondthewin.ca.